Hi everybody, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be tying the black holographic Diawl Bach. I'm going to give you a couple of variations at the end as well that complement this pattern, I suppose. So you can see one in the vise. It's a very simple tie and it's just a variation of a Diawl Bach, really. One among many, I suppose. But for me, this is one that I put on relatively early in the season. So we've had opening day, the fish have been stocked, they've been hammered by those guys pulling blobs, boobies and lures. Some of them have survived that episode, I suppose, and now they're starting to get hungry. And the one thing about early season is that with the cold water, not a lot is moving. As a result, they have to search high and low for something to eat. And often you find them in the shallower water, which starts getting warmer earlier, or even slightly deeper in the, the 10-foot or so mark. An early season, because much of the weed has died off or it's gone brown or black, what you'll find is many of the insects, they're also hiding in plain sight, and they generally are black or dark brown in colour. So this one was tied to reflect that. Yeah, like I say, I'll show you two other variations towards the end of the video. I'll explain when and how I use those. But before that, we'll just get on with this one. Yeah, it should only be a short video, but as ever, before I go on to dressing the fly, I'll explain the materials used. So hooks can be size 10 or 12, and the hook in the vise is the Kamsan B175. Tail fibres and throw tackle are black cock or black hen if you prefer. The body is black peacock herl, and the rib is fine black holographic. So very simple fly, could be something and nothing at the beginning of the season, and yeah, this is what fish will look for. Alright, so let me get that changed out and then we can get on with tying it. What I'm going to put in the vise is a Kamsan B175 size 10. The tie-in silk is black in 70 denier, so just take your tie-in silk or attach it just behind the eye and wind in close touching turns just down to the point. You just should be ping on the point there. So remove the waste from there and get rid of it, and then just take some fibres from a cock hackle. Doesn't have to be a specific quality, Chinese cock is fine, and tie those fibres just past the bend of the hook. Okay, and once you've attached those, just wind up towards the eye, and then instead of cutting off the waist, just pull it backwards and tie it in so it becomes part of the fly's profile. Then next thing we're gonna do is add our black holographic tinsel. So just slide that under there and slide it into position, and take your tie-in silk just short of where the tails start. And at that point, if you've watched any of my other Diawl Bach videos, you know I only tie in a single strand of peacock herl on my jowls. So at that point, what we'll do is just add our dyed black peacock herl, make sure it's tied down, and then make our way back up to the eye. Okay, take your take your peacock herl, and in close touching turns, just make your way back up the body, or back up the hook shank, the former body really, Yeah, be extra careful because it can become quite fragile until we've got it ribbed. And making a meal of this one. There we go. Right up to the eye and secured it. There we go. So once that's done, take 4 or 5 turns. I think we'll probably get 4 turns out of this one. Make sure that they're evenly spaced. 3, 4, and 5th one round the eye, look. So a couple of turns to secure that, switch it off, or snip it off, sorry, and then finally get some more hackle fibres. Offer those up. I like them the length of the body. Quick pinch and loop upwards, couple of turns, and then remove the waste. So whip finish, and the job is a good one. So a little bit of varnish just to secure those thread wraps and give us a nice shiny head. So a little bit more. There we are. And that is the black holographic Diawl Bach. So you can see it's very simple to tie. I've tied it short to line up with the hook point, and that there is the same size as a size 12 hook shank. You can tie it all the way down to the bend if you want for a larger fly. You can even tie it on a bigger hook, but essentially that's it. When the fish start to wise up on the mini lures and they start looking for natural food, this is one of the flies I look to. So I did say I'd show you it 3 ways, so let me take that out to the hook. I've got to zoom out slightly. And hopefully I can get that in, still in. Yeah. So what you can see on the in this position is the one I've just tied. That's the holographic Diawl Bach plain, and the next one, the one in the middle, is the one a slight variation. So as the buzzer starts coming on the menu, what I've done is, instead of leaving it just the plain old black holographic Diawl Bach, I've also added goose biots as cheeks in caramel, and that works quite well for me as an early season deep buzzer. Now when buzzers start hatching off in earnest, what I've done is, instead of using black tie and silk, I've then tied this one in with fluorescent fire orange. But essentially we've got standard, cheeked, and then hothead. So there it is. the black holographic Diawl Bach tied 3 ways. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video and you'll revisit at some other time, but thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Cheers then.